Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We're about to start a new story called The Princess and Her Bodyguard. After growing up a sheltered princess, you're finally taking your dream world tour. With your childhood crush turned bodyguard at your side, will sparks fly? Welcome, princess. Are you ready for your worldwide debut? You are? Great. But first, we need to settle a few things, starting with your look. How do you feel about this royal hairstyle, princess? I don't like it, actually. Do you want to customize yourself? Yes, we're just going to customize really fast. Honored to meet you, Tyra Valia. That's me. So that's me, the princess of built on farming, a kingdom built on trade, or a historic kingdom rich with culture and arts. I think that sounds really good. But between you and me, being a princess isn't everything it's cracked up to be. Sure, royal life has its perks, but growing up as the only heir to a vast kingdom can be pretty lonely, especially when your parents sent your best friend away 6 years ago. Choose a gender of your childhood best friend who you've always secretly had a crush on. You'll get to customize him later in the chat. We just went with the default author's name, Asher. Asher and I used to be inseparable. I have so many memories of us within these castle walls. I was always sweet and innocent, clever and playful, or bubbly and confident. I feel like I was all of these as a kid. Maybe clever and playful. Well, I wasn't that playful, but I was pretty clever. I'm trying to figure out what I think this would just sounds more fun. So we got into all kinds of trouble together. Things haven't been the same since he left. But now that's all about to change. Princess Tyra, it's time to awaken. No. Come in, Jenkins. Good morning, Princess. Their Majesties, the King and Queen, are requesting your presence. What? But it's so early. What do they want from me? Or can you go on my behalf? What do they want? What do they want? It's exciting news, Princess. The King and Queen are to finally come to a decision regarding your world tour. Oh my goodness. Seriously? I've gone my entire life barely leaving the palace walls. Is my dream of seeing the world beyond my kingdom finally about to come true? Jenkins, this is amazing. No, when do I leave? When do I leave? Don't get ahead of yourself, princess. I simply have news of a decision, not a confirmation. But between you and I would say that it seems promising. Yes. I'm delighted for you, princess. I remember you and my son dreaming of a trip such as this when we were long younger. The two of you would be running all over the castle every day pretending to explore a different country. You are clever and you love to be challenged by him. If I remember correctly, you used to make up all sorts of challenges and puzzles for the two of you to solve along the way. Oh, how I love to see the two of you together. Jenkins is Asher's adopted father, and although he hides it, I know that he misses him almost as much as I do. Have you heard from Asher at all? He still hasn't responded to any of my letters. Funny you should mention that, princess. What's this? We wanted this to be a surprise for you, but I have news of Asher. He is to return to the palace today. He sent me this note to give you ahead of his return later. Dear Tyra, if you are reading this note, you'll know that I'm on my way back to the palace. I have some exciting news to share with you, and I'm thrilled to be the person to share it with. Until then, I eagerly awaited our reunion, princess. We have so much to catch up on. I'm even more excited to see you than to finally taste the cook's famous lavender muffins again. Yours, Asher. This is so sweet. If only his return wasn't clashing with the meeting with my parents. I would have loved to have been at the gates and had the chance to greet him in person. I know, princess. Oh, I know. I write Asher a welcome home note. Could you deliver it to him and make sure he gets it when he arrives? Of course, princess. I'll be happy to deliver it to him. I know how much he means to you. Really? This is the perfect way to let Asher know how much I miss him. Send him a heartfelt note plus welcome basket of his faves, or send a sweet letter about how excited you are to meet him. Don't see, this is what gets me, right? Don't try to pressure people into spending gems by having the choice that is free with things that doesn't even make sense. Don't bother, he isn't important to you. Now you know good and doggone well that that is not true. It could have literally just said something else. This is how they pressure you. Y'all don't feel pressured to, girl. So he hasn't responded to any of my letters in the past, so why am I sending him a letter now? I'll see you when you get here. He is important to me, obviously, but girl. And you see this? The choice says one thing, but then the action afterwards says something else. It said he's not important to you. This doesn't sound anything like that. Actually, I'm too preoccupied with everything else going on today. Y'all, make the dialogue and the choices sound exactly the same. Because I'm sick of them doing this. Like, you pick a choice and you think it's going to do something, it does something completely else. Like, what? Get it together. I need to prepare for the meeting with my parents, and I need your help. If my parents are to rule in favor of this trip, everything must go smoothly. I don't want to give them a single reason to say no. Of course, princess, I'll be by your side as much as possible to assist you in any way. Your parents will be looking to see if you are responsible enough to take such a trip. Therefore, you need to prove to them that you are ready for the responsibility that royal travel demands. Well, that's good because I was born ready. Speaking of ready, you must get dressed, princess. The king and queen are expecting you in a matter of minutes. Don't worry, Jenkins, I've got this. Time to dress the part and show my parents that I'm ready to represent the royals. What is this, Jenkins? This isn't exactly what I had in mind for impressing my parents. I believe that outfit is what the maid picked out for you, princess. But it's so old-fashioned. Why would she think this outfit is right for the most important day of my life? Between you and me, princess, I think your parents have doubts over letting you travel because they worry you can't take care of yourself. And whose fault is that? They never let me do anything. Obviously, they never let me travel outside of the palace. I've literally just been in my castle my entire life. Like, why would they think that that's okay? Maybe this is the perfect opportunity for you to show them that you can make your own decisions. What are you saying? I'm saying that this is an important moment for you, princess. You need to show your parents and the world that you can handle yourself in any situation. And that starts with picking your own outfit, one that is worthy of a classy but modern world traveling princess. Let me look at some options. This is hideous. Is she for real? Your clothing choices will affect the plot. What? My outfit will affect the plot, really? An elegant and sophisticated dress fit for a modern princess. A modern princess? Girl, we literally look like 16th century. Like, are you kidding me? This looks like, no. Or a bold statement dress to show the world your confidence. Like, this is like a medieval times dress. Girl, you could have did better than that if you wanted somebody to spend some gems. This is my chance to prove myself on the world stage. I want to wear that. First, I actually look better than this. This looks horrible. The stuffy outfit picked by the maid. Girl, please. That dress looks like we finna go sew on a loom. I guess this will have to do. Like, that dress make it look like we're finna churn our own butter. Like, how in the world is that modern? Yes, I suppose. Now the king and queen await. This actually looks more modern. It sounds as though their majesties are still in session, princess. Okay, well, why did they call me down here, though? I know they were scheduled to hear a grievance with the subject before their meeting with you. Perhaps it is overrun. A grievance that needs solving? Do you think I could be of any help? I don't know, princess. It will be risky to interrupt your parents whilst they're with the subject. Risky, yes, but if my parents decide that I can go, I will soon be traveling the world, Jenkins. I can't shy away from taking risks. Who knows, maybe I will solve this grievance myself and show my parents how responsible I am in the process. Either way, I'm going in. I don't know. Please, Your Majesty, I will fix the roof myself, but I'm a mere painter. I don't have the skills nor the coin to pay a carpenter the coin, really. This fallen tree could not have come at a worse time, Your Highness. With the rainy season coming close, I'll be needing a roof over my head. Well, one without a hole in it, Your Majesties. We hear your grievance, sir, but if you cannot find a carpenter, then we have no way of helping you. And right now, the royal carpenter is occupied with our own maintenance. The man is in need of a carpenter but can't afford to pay. Wait, the royal carpenter has an apprentice. Excuse me, father. What is the princess doing here? Girl, this is my castle. What are you doing here? She's so out of touch with this. Why are y'all even here? I know, the royals would never understand our problems. You shouldn't say that about her. Our princess is very clever. Tell them, Asher. Give her a chance. She'll surprise you. What is it, princess? You called me down here. Am I the only one that's like remembering this? Can you see the queen and I are dealing with the matter? Okay, but I'm going to be the future queen, so shouldn't I also be involved? It is regarding that, Father. I have an idea that is sure to solve this man's problem. This is it. I can show my parents how responsible I am and save the day. Prove yourself by proposing the perfect solution or ask a man why he can't have his servants fix it. Girl, he has no servants. We're going to prove ourselves by proposing a perfect solution. The royal carpenter has an apprentice, does he not? What if we send her to fix the roof instead? It will give her some valuable experience, and her free services will allow the gentleman to save his coin during these difficult times. Yes, so everybody that was talking crap over there, would you look at that? I just solved this man's problem, and now he will have a roof over his head that will keep him dry from the rain. I think that is an excellent solution, Princess. What do you think, sir? Does that sound okay to you? It sounds marvelous, Your Majesty. Thank you, Princess. You and your smart thinking have saved me a great deal. I'll remember this generosity for years to come. Well done, Princess. Daughter, come closer. Were you in a rush this morning, dear? That outfit isn't. Mom, look at your outfit. Like, come on now. You look. Let's not. Let's really not, Mom. You look like you're straight out a woman out of the 18th century. Like, let's stop. Dress button all the way up to your neck, dress hanging down to your ankles, hair pulled back in a bun with no makeup on. Let's not. Well, it isn't exactly to your taste. Okay. Okay. What does it matter what I'm wearing? I'm not leaving the house. Never mind about that. Thank you. We should be congratulating Tyra on how she handled that grievance. Exactly. I have to say I'm impressed. Thank you, Father. Now to the matter at hand. The court is dismissed while Her Majesty and I speak with our daughter. We have come to a decision about your world tour, Tyra. Oh my goodness, am I going? The answer is yes. We have organized a world round trip for you, Princess. You will spend the next 2 months traveling the world just like how you always dreamed. We've had our doubts over whether you'd be able to handle such a trip. But after the promising display you put on today, I have faith that you will be able to handle this. Yay! Oh my goodness, thank you. This is going to be epic. I won't leave down. When do I leave? When do I leave? Like, I've been asking. When do I leave? Not so fast, Tyra. We have something else that we need to discuss with you. A condition of sorts. What is it? Well, Tyra, there's no easy way to say this. But you, what? But you are to be married. Yes, married. When you return home from your trip in 2 months' time, you are to marry a prince of our choosing? Is he serious? I can't choose my own husband. In fact, he has already been chosen. You don't choose the man who I'm going to sleep with. That's not going to happen. Like, is he crazy? Is he crazy? Like, that's always a sure way of a failed marriage, a toxic marriage. Like, no. Isn't that exciting, Princess? What? I'm marrying a stranger. This is happening to. Don't I get a say? What? Don't I get a say? You've chosen a husband for me and I don't even get a say? Oh my goodness, this is not modern at all. This is like way back in like the 18th century, I feel. But yet it's not. Like, it's kind of confusing. Why? Because it's time you settled down and took on more responsibility within the royal family. I'm not understanding this because they're making it seem like he doesn't think that I'm responsible, yet I'm responsible enough to become a married wife and then a mother. What? If I can't take care of myself, I can. What? This is part of being a good ruler. And then now you want me to rule, but what? Wait a minute. So I can't travel, but I'm supposed to rule a country, get married. It's not making sense to me. Like, is he crazy? And it works out nicely because your future husband is well traveled. And in order to secure his hand for you, I may have told him that you are also well traveled. Her parents are a giant red flag, but it is no matter. By the time you say your vows, you will be a worldly woman ready to take on a greater role for your kingdom. I don't care about this kingdom. If they're forcing me to get married, I will leave. I'm being forced to marry someone who doesn't want me for me. I wouldn't do it. Someone who doesn't love me, they cannot force me to marry somebody. I'd hope that I would be allowed to marry for love. But why? I'm okay with settling down, but why can't I choose who I marry? I've always dreamt of marrying someone I love. We would have loved to let you have that option, honey, but as things stand, we don't see you as responsible enough to choose your own partner. But you see me as responsible enough of being married. Like, is she dumb? Is she really dumb? Like, this doesn't make sense. This is so crazy. I'm not responsible enough to choose my own partner. That doesn't make sense. That person that you share your throne with needs to be able to handle everything that comes along with it. Trust this, princess. This is what's best for you in the long run. I'm like an adult, right? Obviously, if I'm old enough to get married. And they treated me like I'm a straight up little kid that can't make a single decision for themselves. Like, what? Besides, you might end up liking this prince. No, I won't. Your mother and I's relationship was also arranged. Well, good for y'all. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And look how well we turned out. You didn't turn out well at all. You're both controlling and crazy. Okay. No, it's not okay. I know my parents well enough to know that there's no sense of fighting them on this. Girl, I'm not throwing my life away for them. But if I am to have any hope of marrying for love, I'll have to find a way to prove to them that they're wrong, that I am responsible. And this trip is the perfect opportunity for me to do so. I fail to see how me traveling is going to make me look responsible, but okay. Was that a knock? Come in. Is that? Time to customize Asher. Okay, I would always just make him look like my actual love interest. For real. So that's what I'm gonna do. Asher, how good it is to see you. How was your journey? Very good. Thank you, Your Majesty. Long time no see, Princess. You look as beautiful as ever. Even though I knew Asher was coming home, nothing could have prepared me for seeing him in person. It's hard to believe that he's really here, sitting right in front of me. And he looks, wow. All I want to do in this moment is to rush over to Asher and throw myself into his arms. But I know I can't. Not in front of your parents. You need to show them you're responsible, remember? I fail to see how hugging someone who is very close to you is seen as unresponsible, but okay. See, her parents are toxic. For now, I need to keep my composure and remember to treat Asher like a guard. But he's my best friend, though. I just wish I could let Asher know how excited I am to see him while still acting within my parents' expectations. Just then, I look over to Asher. As he does a low over-the-top bow towards me, his mouth shadowed with a hint of a smile. My queen. He whispered words that immediately take me back. My queen. My protector. He said the line. Saying my line in return will be the perfect subtle way to let Asher know how much I care about him. Let Asher know you haven't forgotten your past together. Ignore Asher and make him think you hate him. Girl, please. We're obviously going to let him know that we haven't forgotten our past because I didn't write him the letter in the gift basket in the first time. My protector. Your Majesties, as much as I enjoy your presence, may I ask a reason for my summons? Well, as you know, Tyra is to set off on a world tour, but she is still a princess, of course, and thus needs protection to be by her side at all times. Wait, what? I need guards with me at all times. Not guards, princess, a bodyguard. And I've assigned Asher to the role. OMG, Asher is gonna be by my side for the next 2 months, and we get to travel the world together, just like we always dreamed. Oh, this is so cute. What happens now that your bodyguard is back and hotter than ever? Keep reading to find out. Okay, guys, so I really like this story so far. It is very cute. And I can't wait to travel the world with my bodyguard, aka childhood best friend. But honestly, the parents are a red flag. If they think I'm gonna marry some random man that I do not know, they have another thing coming. Why would you want some random man to lay down with your daughter? Like, how sick could you possibly be? Like, no. Obviously, I'm an adult. I'm legal enough. I'm old enough to get married, right? So I should be able to pick out my own husband. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not responsible, but I'm responsible. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, no, regardless if they pick out my husband, if they don't think I'm responsible, how would I have a healthy marriage and then be a mom? Because you know what will happen, right? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You don't think that she's responsible enough to take care of herself, but she's responsible enough to take care of a kingdom, a husband, and children? Girl, please. They're crazy. And we're not going to do what they say. It's even if we have to run away with Asher, because that's what I would do. So, guys, that was the end of this chapter, and I cannot wait to find out what's going to happen in the next episode. So, until then, thanks so much for watching. Bye.